Hi everyone, welcome to class today. Jessie here. We will be doing a class on transitions today, one of my favorite class subjects. And we're going to get started right away. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat. We'll be moving without any props today, but as always, if you like to use props, grab your blocks. Blocks will be useful if you have them, and if you know how to use them, go ahead and use them. We're going to be moving through a quick flow, minding our transitions, really minding our movements today. So with that in mind, let's find Tadasana. Take your feet hip distance apart, land the shoulders over the hips, hips over the ankles. Take a deep breath in through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. Bringing your eyes to a close. And then again, inhale deeply. Let it go. And one more time. And land in stillness, taking just a couple moments to yourself. Bring attention to your breath and allow the breath to be smooth. Minding the transition between the inhale, the exhale and the inhale, and everything in between. And just take into consideration this transition that we're in right now. The transition from our day, wherever you were in it, into our practice right now. Notice how we arrived. We took 3 deep breaths. Now we're taking a moment just to tap in and tune in, acknowledging where we're at right now. And then we'll proceed from here. Transitions in asana are very reflective as to our transitions in our everyday life. Right? I think in the new year, when we're considering goals and evolution, it's especially interesting to mind our transitions and to honor them, because there is no skipping from point A to point B. We do have to get there somehow. And the transition to that evolution, or through that evolution throughout the year, as we potentially will make subtle changes and whatnot to our everyday lives. Those transitions can look like small decisions, small choices, habits, right? Subtle changes that we make in order to evolve and transform. And it's those little transitions, those everyday choices, that will get us through our journey, right, and along our path. And today is just about honoring those. And so with special awareness and attention to detail, let's move. Go ahead and blink your eyes open and slowly draw energy down through the tips of your fingers and feel your entire arm activate as you reach your fingertips towards the ground. Lift the crown of your head up. Take a deep breath as you press into the soles of your feet and elongate your tailbone down towards your heels. And draw your front belly in. With an inhale, stretch your arms out and then all the way up overhead, rooting through your soles as you lengthen through your side body. And then bend your elbows out wide, hugging your shoulder blades in towards your spine. As you inhale, gently lift your heart. Okay, so not really a back bend, just slight lift in the chest. Breathe in. And as you exhale, bring your forearms to touch each other. Really squeeze them into one another, activating your chest muscles. Press your palms together. Inhale as you open your heart. Squeeze your scapulas tight towards the spine. Lift your chest up. And exhale again. Press your forearms together and imagine that you're pressing, right, almost like a weight between your arms as you close. And then inhale, you'll squeeze your scapulas, open your chest, watching the movement in between each position. Exhale to close. Belly draws in. Inhale, open, create space. Exhale, close, create space in the back body as the shoulder blades slide apart. One more time. Inhale to open. Exhale, round it out. One more. Inhale as you open. And as you exhale, float the palms down by your side body. Draw your front ribs in. Inhale, stretch your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. With a breath in, halfway lift. Keep a bend in your knees. Lengthen through the spine, through the back of your neck. And exhale, bow down. Relax your head. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant your palms with consideration, mindfulness. Step back into your downward facing dog. And once you arrive here, gently pedal out your legs. And again, do so with mindfulness, right? So as you bend one knee, really press through the opposite hip and heel. Noticing the sensation that resides in the hamstrings, any fluidity to your movement. And throughout this practice, just notice how you transition on your mat, right? Are you maybe kind of a choppier mover, a little faster with your movements? Or maybe the majority of your practice is actually the movements in between the postures. There's no good or bad, or just making the observation. Allow weight to settle into your heels. Strengthen your hamstrings, then press into your palms as you elongate through your back body and back through your hips. Lift your heels up. Strengthen through the fronts of your legs. So I want you to squeeze those quads, straightening through your knees. And then draw your belly button away from your thighs. So you should feel your low back round slightly. Keep pressing into the palms. Relax your head and your neck. And then continue to round the back. So right now the low back is rounded. Now round through the mid back. And then the upper back as you come forward towards your plank pose, shifting the shoulders over the wrists. Elongate through the top of your head and then pull your heart forward slightly as you bend your knees, bend your elbows, and then press through the fingertips as you slide your hips back towards a bent leg, down dog. Move your chest back towards your thighs, pull belly towards spine as you straighten through your legs. Inhale to lift your heels, pull your belly button away from your legs, roll forward to plank. And again, roll it back, spinal waves, take it back to down dog. Take a couple more on your own and notice, right, every little movement, right? The slower you move, the better. When you're really paying attention to detail here, witnessing how your legs move your spine, how the muscles move your bones, and how the breath moves with your body. Maybe as you continue to move, your movements get a little bit bigger, right? Can you start to exaggerate the fluctuations of your spine, drawing the belly in even more, rounding the back even more, arching the back even more. Take one more on your own. And this time, when you move forward into plank pose, go ahead and exhale and lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring your elbows out wide, untuck your toes. Bring your fingertips under the elbows and point the elbows straight up towards the sky. Breath in as you root down through your feet, lift your heart up. Pull your fingers towards your hip bones. And exhale, roll your body back down. Again, inhale, mind the transition, lift your heart. Exhale, one piece at a time, you roll your front body down. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, ground your hands under your shoulders, press up to a modified plank, belly draws in, knees stay grounded, and then press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Open up your hip for one breath. Exhale, right knee to nose. Lift your left heel to give you height. Step your right foot forward softly. Come to your fingertips. Inhale to straighten through your right leg. Lift your heart forward. Soften your left heel down. Bend your right knee. Lower your left knee to the ground. Really mindful movements here, you guys. Reach your arms up. Maybe untucking those back toes and then pull your feet towards each other. Slide into your front knee. Big breath in. Notice how the breath elongates the spine. Lift your chest, arm bones back. And exhale, release fingertips to the floor. Ground your palms, tuck your back toes. Transition out of this as mindfully as you came in. I want you to lift your back knee, round your spine, push down. Pick up your right foot, step it back, three-legged plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Open your hip for one breath. As you exhale, knee to nose. Shift forward. Place your foot down next to your left hand. Come to your fingertips. Straighten through your left leg as you draw your left hip bone back. Exhale, bend into your knee. Lower your back knee down. Hug the feet towards the center line as you reach your arms up. Settle into your left knee. Bring your right hip bone forward and down. Lift up through your back ribs. Breath in. Palms to your mat. Breath out as you tuck your back toes. Lift your knee. Step your left foot back, three-legged high plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the top of your mat. With your breath out, walk, step, or flip forward. Halfway lift. Notice the length in your low back. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, fold. Half lift, breath in. Breath out, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. So So we'll move through our sun salutation 2 more times, and we're going to literally move 1 breath per movement as our sun salutation is meant to be. And that means we're not settling in any position in particular, but rather we're paying attention just to the movement, right? Just to the transitions. And landing every posture as it's meant to be in that moment, right? For that 1 second that we're there, the transition, if done mindfully, will set us up for great alignment. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk, step, or float. Halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. How smooth can you be in your movement? Half lift, breath in. Breath out, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, look forward. Step or float to the top. Half lift, breath in. Fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. So as we move, can you articulate every muscle, every little adjustment, right, at once? So instead of having a checklist of, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, and then we land in alignment, can you just do it all at once, moving so mindfully and engaged and flexible, open, all the things, right, that there really isn't a checklist today. We're just doing it as we go, making everything as smooth as possible. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Bend your knee, open your hip. Lift your left heel. As you lower your left heel to the left, you'll place your right foot behind you, flipping your dog. Lift your heart, big breath into stretch. As you breathe out, look at your left hand, unflip, step your right foot forward as you plant that right hand down. Rise up, crescent lunge. Breathe in, breathe out, settle into your front thigh. Activate your back leg. Allow your breath to continue to move your body. Okay, take your hands to your heart. Shift your weight forward as you lean forward, root down to rise up. Warrior 3. If you want a little bit more challenge to your warrior 3 today, take your arms out like cactus arms. Draw your belly button in away from the ground. Inhale here. As you exhale, take your knee to your nose, your thumbs to your third eye, hug everything in. Inhale as you open back up. And exhale again, hug in. I love this because if you don't pay attention to your transition, you will knock yourself over. Keep moving with your breath at your own pace. Okay, mindful movements, nice and slow, little bend in that bottom leg. The next time you hug into the center line, everybody make your way into chair pose. Feet together, hip bones down, reach your arms up. Let your exhale settle you into your heels, sliding those hips back. Find your back muscles as you reach your arms forward even more. Fingertips are engaged but soft. Breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, twist to your left. So lengthen, and twist. Press your palms together. Continue to press both hips back. Keep sliding that right hip bone back especially. Okay, shift your weight into your left foot. Look down to help with your balance. If you want more of a challenge, you can keep looking up. Pick up your right foot and then step your right foot back softly, softly and slowly. Arriving into this twisted crescent, elongate your spine forward, squeeze those feet towards the center line, and then twist. Good. Inhale as you rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up warrior two. Okay, so arriving in your warrior two, noticing your alignment here. Just checking and then settling. Stay fluid in the breath. Slide a little deeper into your left leg as you press into your right heel and outer edge of that right foot rather. Keep the legs stable and strong as you reach your left arm up, reverse your warrior. With an exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to left thigh, or left hand can come all the way to the ground if you'd like. Stretch your right arm up overhead. I want you to align your right foot with your right hip, your right shoulder, and your right hand. Right, so you're in this nice long diagonal line. Elongate through the crown of your head. Feel the length come into your side body. Your front ribs draw in on the exhale. Good. Now, can you maintain your lower body, create the stability in your legs to keep this shape in your lower half? As you reverse your warrior again, breath in, strong lower body, fluid upper body. Exhale, take it around, vinyasa. Take a breath in, big breath out. Inhale, your left leg rises. Bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lift your right heel, lower your right heel to the right. And then slowly flip your dog. And lift your heart up nice and high, straighten through that right leg, drop your head back. Breath in, breath out mindfully. Transition. Your left hand lands down as you step your left foot forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Stretch up through the upper body. Right, seeing if you can create even more length and space between the top of your hips and the bottom of your ribs. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, shift the weight into your left foot, root down to rise up. Warrior three. Open your elbows wide. Option to stay here or begin to move, right? Lifting and opening through the heart. And then exhale, knee to nose, thumbs to third eye. Little micro bend in your standing leg. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. We are like liquid steel, you guys. Fluid, but strong. Give me one more. This time, land in chair pose. Feet together, hips low, arms up. Arrive in the sensation. Melt a little bit deeper into those hips. Squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, create space. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist to your right. So elongate through the spine and rotate. Draw your left hip bone and left knee back and squeeze your scapulas in towards the back body. Shift your gaze down. Pick up your left foot. Again, minding that transition so you don't knock yourself over. Extend your left leg back and then gently land your left foot at the back of your mat. Find the twist again. Inhale to lengthen your spine, ribs away from hips. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, reach your arms up. Open up, warrior two, exhale. Settle into your legs. Keep the lower body as is. Reverse your warrior. Stretching through the side body. Exhale as you come down into extended side angle. Right elbow to right thigh. Left arm overhead. Maybe take your right hand down to the floor if that feels good for you. Continue to draw your front ribs in so that your lower back remains long. And I want you to settle, right? Allow your right knee to come right over that ankle. Continue to squeeze your feet towards the center line, keeping that lower body strong and stable. Reach your upper body up and back. Reverse your warrior breath in. Exhale, take it around, vinyasa. Big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. One more time, inhale. Let it go, exhale. From here, tiptoe your feet all the way up to your wrists. Bring your toes together and come right down into your toe stand. Lift your heels up as you lower your hips down. Squeeze your ankles and your shins and thighs together. Once you've stacked your shoulders over your hips, lift your hands to heart. Find your drishti. Relax your face. And slowly lower your heels to your mat. Can you stay? And if not, you'll transition all the way to your butt. Hold for one more breath. And we're all coming down into our boat pose. I'm going to take a modified boat. I'm still about 2 months postpartum here. Being pretty careful with the abdominal things that I choose. So I'm going to take my feet to the ground. You're welcome to join me here. If you always have your feet up, go for it. I want everybody, though, to plug the belly button in, almost like you're rounding your lower back towards the back of your mat. And then from here, keep that shape in the belly. Lift your heart, right? So you get longer through the back body. Squeeze all of those front ribs in towards each other. Drop the shoulders down your back. If you have your feet on the ground, you're welcome to lift them up if you want more of a challenge. Stay here for 3. For 2. And 1. Breath in. Breath out. You can grab behind your legs and roll your body down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself just a little rock side to side. And then place your feet down in front of your sit bones. Let's go ahead and plant the hands down, palms face down on your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your back body so that your heart lifts up, almost as if the tips of your scapulas are poking up your chest, right? And then from there, root through your feet, lift your hips. Find your bridge pose. And in your bridge, I want you to hug your heels back towards your shoulders. You activate your hamstrings. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull your belly in towards your spine, roll it down. So roll from the top of your spine down towards the tailbone so that the tip of the tailbone is the last thing to come off or to come down to the floor. And you'll come up the same way. So breath in, lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of your knees, push into your heels and lift up. Stay here for a few breaths. Pressing the backs of the arms into your mat. Inhale, exhale, upper back comes down first. It should feel like a lot of core engagement as you roll down. Keep lifting the tailbone towards the backs of the knees and then slowly release. One more time. Inhale, lift your tailbone up towards those knees. Push into your heels, rise up. Stay here for about 5 breaths. If you'd like to transition into your wheel pose, please do. Liquid steel, you guys. Allow yourself to hold steady and strong, but remain fluid in the breath, fluid in the subtleties of movement that exist within holding. One more inhale. Exhale, roll down. One vertebrae at a time. And slowly release. Allow both knees to fall to your right. You can stack the left over the right and place your right palm over your left thigh as you stretch your left arm out. Allow your breath to come easily. Allow yourself to stop working quite so hard. Our transitions have always been my favorite part about our asana practice, and right now in life it's sort of like, holy crap, I'm in a huge transition as I just had a baby about 2 months ago, and I'm trying to navigate this weird place between being a new mom and also wanting to kind of get a little piece of me back, my life prior to baby back, and learning how to fuse these two worlds together. And it is just a massive transition as I try to navigate this, and I'm constantly reminding myself to just meet myself with ease, right? And remember that you can't just go from A to B without a little bit of work, right? It takes effort. It takes a lot of practice to get there. And while I want to just snap my fingers and be like, okay, I've officially found the perfect balance between motherhood and work and relationships and life, it doesn't work like that. So it's sort of like taking really mindful baby steps every single day. And every day those steps look different because what I need is different. Let's go ahead and rotate over to the other side. And so as I navigate through this very new journey for me, I'm just sort of, like I said, constantly in this place of remembering that it is something that needs to be met with softness. That softness doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy. It's just flexible, right, and fluid. Allow the back of your right shoulder to get heavier. Your right hip bone to slide forward. I think as we all transition through New Year's resolutions, if you will, we have this picture of maybe how we want to be, how we want to look by the end of this year. And, while those goals aren't necessarily a bad thing, we just need to remember that it really is the transitions that are going to bring us there and that are going to make that sustainable, right? So if you want to feel happy all the time, right, what are the steps that you're going to take in order to make yourself feel happy? Right? That part is never going to change. That work is continuous and ongoing and always changing. So these continuing transitions remain just a constant in life, always. And I think that's why I love them so much. You got to pay attention because they're going to change. The way you greet them will change. The way you carry them out will change, depending on where you are and what you need. All right. Go ahead and slowly make your way over right into Shavasana. Allow your legs to rest, your palms to face up. And honor this place that we're in now, this incredibly important part of our practice, right? The physical work is over, but we're still here. Take this time to meet yourself exactly as is in this moment. And honoring this place that you're in before you continue out into the rest of your day. encourage you to stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to continue on, go ahead and bring movement back into your feet, your hands. Turn your head side to side. Take a nice full body stretch. Roll over to one side before slowly making yourself up into a seat. Bring your hands into your heart center and take a moment to just bring that idea of awareness, right, to transition into the forefront of your mind so that you can carry on throughout the rest of your day and week with lots of attention to details, witnessing how you show up to change, to journeying between A and B. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me today and being a part of my journey. This is the second class back that I've filmed, and I can tell you right now that this is one massive physical and emotional transition. And you know what? Sometimes those transitions are not as smooth as we want them to be. It's just how, it's part of our life, part of our journey. And just keep showing up for yourself. Wherever you are, I'll do the same. And I'll see you guys on your mat next week. Mwah.